even though we're different, we have different roles, we're similar and we have similar roles also. As I compare us to these seashells, I was particularly impressed with the one that was very solid. It was perhaps the least attractive of any of the seashells that we picked up, and yet it was impressive in that it was solid. It's heavy, it's able to do a job and withstand the pressures that are put on it. As we walked on the beach, people would step on some of them, they'd break immediately. Except this big, strong one. No one ever broke that by stepping on it. It'd sink into the sand, it would bounce back and be resilient. It performed its function while it was alive, and then it became a very nice collectible to bring home. So I'm hoping that we will all be strong like that seashell, that we will all perform our functions and have value even after we're gone from here. This year we'll deal with a lot of issues. We'll deal with the budget, money. It'll be a high point of our session as we deal and struggle to balance our budget. We'll deal with taxes. Do some of them need to be changed, modified? Will some of them be raised? Will any of them be decreased? We've received a lot of publicity from the efforts that our committees have done on ethics, and we will deal with ethics this year. We will have ethics legislation that will help create a better atmosphere of trust amongst the citizens. One of the first bills that we'll be dealing with this year will be a resolution that will go before the people, dealing with a constitutional amendment on ethics reform, setting up a citizens ethics committee. I think that will be an important message that we will send, saying that we want to do your work and we want to do your work in an ethical manner. Education will be a high point in this session. We will deal with public education. Last year, I'll just point out, in 2009, we had a higher percentage of our budget going to public education than any year in the last decade. I didn't go back farther than that, but almost 49%, 48+% of the budget was spent on public education. We'll also deal with higher education, such things as USTAR, our various colleges around the state, from our flagship, the University of Utah, to community colleges such as Salt Lake Community College and Snow College. We'll deal with environmental issues. We'll deal with green energy, items such as solar energy and wind, geothermal. We'll have to perhaps deal with federal government mandates, dealing with items such as cap and trade. We'll try and develop our natural resources in items such as oil, natural gas, coal. We'll have to deal with our economy, how that will affect our citizens. I was interested to read in September a quote by Jeff Threadgill when he said, "The recession is over. We will now start dealing with how to bring the economy back. Hopefully we'll work towards bringing us back to a level where we were before that recession set in." Retirement will be a big issue. We have bills that will deal with retirement. We'll need to be actuarially sound. We won't deal with our retirement the way the federal government has dealt with Social Security. We will fund our system. We'll deal with transportation. The good news is we've been dealing with the budget for transportation that we sent out last year, that our transportation department is able to send the dollars farther down the road. We're getting a longer rebuild of I-15 in Utah County. The Mountain View corridor is going further than we expected it to with the funding that we put into it. We will prepare for elections this fall. Many of you will be up for election. We will be competing with ideas and for the public approval. I would adjure us that we all use civility. That while we're here, we will attack ideas. We will attack the programs that are out there, but we will not attack one another. We will not attack people, only ideas. We will do the people's work. We will be less partisan than what we see in Washington, D.C. We will work together. I remind us all how we got here and why we're here. We were elected by the citizens of the state of Utah. we are here to do their work. We're to represent businesses. We're to represent our employers. We're to represent the citizens. And most importantly, we're here to represent our families, the people who are supporting us.